today we're going to be taking a scenario. What if Norway formed an empire? So adizzpro makes something like videos of what if civilization started over. So we're going to be playing Norway this time. And Norway will try to form an empire. So let's begin the video. First we have Norway changing to an autocracy and declaring war on somewhere down here. You barely can't even see. But we're gonna be trying to make this really possible so you could see. Norway lands troops in the north of Denmark and slowly begins to invade, and slowly but surely after some time the entire Danish just are gone. And the peace treaty will be something like this. So the Norwegians are gonna annex, fully annex all of Denmark and continue their expansion. So the next place they want to go is the former ally Finland. They want to recapture this kind of land, and this will be fun because there will be rebellions. Yes, there will be rebellions. Look at this. This is what they want from them. So they begin by sympathizing their troops into coming in the north areas of Finland. They go by this river or sea, whatever it is. They go in the north trying to expand into Finland. That's when the Finnish decide to put their troops and push them back. It's been 1 minute since we're recording, yay, and they push a little bit in the north. This is because Finland is strong. Well, you need someone else to help you, right? Yes, you do. Someone else called a Russian person is gonna come to help you. What the hell is this caliber? So the Russians will put their troops silently moving into and capturing St. Petersburg, coming slowly towards Finland's capital and landing on this thing. So, this is how it looks like now. And this war is into a formal global war. The Finnish are strictly powerful, pushing back the Russians and cutting them from the sides, killing one of their military groups and actually beginning to push inland into Russia. This Russian northern group has decided to leave, and that's when something fun happens. The war completely switched up to the jumping of Russia. Yes. While the Norwegians are still by the left of the troops of the Norwegians, in the north we have the Norwegians. The Finnish left the troops to attack Russia, and that's why that was a perfect distraction for the Norwegians to push and eliminate all of this land up here. That was perfect for the Norwegians to actually gain bigger and bigger footholds. They start pushing inside of Finland, and that's when the Finnish troops, like from here, they all just leave and go up here. And these troops now get occupied once again by the Russians. Well, the Russians are slowly occupying this backly and forcing and killing the groups. That's how the Russians officially go again into conquest. They were able to kill all of, what did I color this? They were all able to color all of this land, and the very cool thing is that they're both approaching the capital city of Finland. That's the decision when armies split up and take the rest of the land. The Russians officially are the first nation who captures the capital of Finland, making the Finnish surrender. Well, now let's take immediate check of the peace treaty. This is the peace treaty. So the Norwegians would annex all of the northern land of Finland. Wait, why is this like that? They will annex all of the northern land of Finland. That's better. So they will annex all of this land, and the rest of this part of the land goes back to the Russian Empire. So this looks like it's now a Russian Empire video. Well, it's not. It's still a Norwegian video. Yes, it's Norwegian. Let me grab some footage. Fine. To be very stupid and actually declare this thing as their puppet state. Hooray, Russia's stupidity. Now, this part of the nation is going to be the Russian puppet state. So let me just do that right now. This is the Russian puppet state of Finland, and Norway has succeeded in their northern land. So now they do not want to go to Poland. Poland's very, let me fix the color. Poland's very strong. If they go to Danzig, Poland will declare war on them, but they have Russia on their side. It's kind of complicated. So they decide to go against their old friends. They're betraying a ton of friends in this video just because they want to form an empire. Well, civilization, that's what happens in civilizations, in dumbass civilizations, okay? They quickly land some troops into Estonia, picking half of their northern land to themselves. They push immediately in Estonia looking something like this, but then something happens. Something very strange, very strange. And Norway, So Norway decides to do something else. They decide to continue. That's normal Norwegian stuff, okay? Norwegians continue pushing inside of this guy. What the hell is wrong with my brush? They continue pushing up and capture all of Estonia. Well, guess what's the peace treaty? The peace treaty is absolutely full annexation. And I really like that because why not? Now I think Poland is not stronger for them, so they want this northern land, and they say that they give Russia some land. And that's it. The declarance of the war again begins. The Norwegians continue their troops marching into Poland. Polish troops are very now strong, so it was hard to push into them. Well, Danzig was absolutely fucked in this scenario. Yes. Well, Danzig is gone. Poland is now alone. Well, they will be not alone. Norwegians will be not alone also. And they will be not alone fighting only the Norwegians. They will fight Russia as well, because Russian troops are on the side of the border, and Poland is now absolutely getting jumped. Well, a plot twist happens. This alliance here is sending military troops all the way to Poland. Like most of the times they just send stuff of the militaries, and Poland now gets strong, bro. And they start pushing the shit out of Russia. They get to the border of Russia, push out a little bit out of this guy because not strong as well, and they still do not want to liberate Danzig. They want to save themselves first, so they get out of the Russians and immediately start doing their own stuff as well, which is invading into Russian. What the? I can't see anything, bruh. This is a little painful to see, bruh. So they start invading into Russia. Oh, baby, you see what you got yourself into. Russia is now formally capitulating. And I don't know what to do. So, just tell me what to do. Well, Polish troops invade a little bit into this guys. Well, that's the problem. Now I gotta do a different color, I think. That would be better. No! Why did I delete that? Red, different color means different invasion. So they start invading into both of these territories. Well, look what you've got yourself into, Norway. You're getting pushed back. You're getting pushed back by these guys. Is there any rival of Poland? No, I think no. We'll go for Russia, but no Poland. Well, Estonia is pretty much just a foothold, and they easily recaptured with militaries from Finland and from Norway, from Russia coming to save this core territory. Well, Russians are immediately, what do I think the Russians call it? Immediately struggling to trying to pick this color. They immediately struggle as their capital city has been surrounded. And well, Russia capital city was smudged. That's how Russians decide to literally just come and fall apart. This is not realistic, that's why Russia falling apart, and that wouldn't happen. Because there's Assembly of Nations. Well, we just made like that didn't even exist. So let's continue this war without any nonsense. So the Russians are easily getting rumbled by these guys, and guess what happens? Guess what happens? Norwegians swap the war. They decide to stop invading into Poland. They just they're still at war with them though, but they decide to switch up and push into Finnish areas. Well, that makes the Russians very angry. They kill the absolute shit out of Finland and they push into Russia. Well, this is a quick betrayal, and then the Russians surrender. Well, the Norwegians first annex Danzig. Then they annex this northern land. They also annex the Finnish puppet state and all of the land this way. They annex this, they annex that, and this is then the borders of the Norwegians now. Let me fix that. Okay, the next annexation is the Polish annexation. The Polish people actually didn't get to annex something. At their war, they've been really good annexing into Russia, and this is what they get. And they also get a little tiny area out of Estonia. Now, what about happens to the rest of Russia? This is what happens, okay? Russia gets a new capital city assigned down over here, and this is now not here. Let's place it here in St. Petersburg. Now, it looks very stupid. I think Norway has to do something very special for the last. Tell you to subscribe and invade into this guy. Yes. Then first we have the Norwegians. The Norwegians getting their troops, and let me fix this, landing up here. And then they go from south, landing down here. This looks like a zombie infection, but no, it's Norway. Norwegians start to push in the other sides, pushing and crumbling out of Iceland, and that's how they lose all of their land. Well, rest in peace, bro. Well, this is what it looks like right now. Well, Norway has to do something else. You guy are gonna get split in two. They just decided to make an older nation, which is not an older nation, another nation. So then this happens. The new capital city is right over here. Let me fix this. I'm gonna do it with 4 pieces. And there we go. Another nation has been developed. Russia. And Russia now is just a St. Petersburg monarchy. And Norway simplifyingly completed their journey. Well, these 3 nations will still have the alliance just to not get attacked by this giant thingy. And now Norway looks something like this. That thing is very familiar. Like somehow. Yeah, that looks like a skull and a thing. So Norway is done. That's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.